We're live. Apologies for the late start, but we are live. A minute into the game. Gonzo will start 11, though. You know what the starting 11 is. We're not going to go through it, but there's been 10 changes. Diop is the only one remaining from the Watford game. Are you happy with the lineup?
No, not at all. I at least clearly picked a team for Newport whilst thinking of Norwich. So that's fine. Hopefully they do all right. I understand why he's done it. Can't think of a single solitary decent reason to change the goalkeeper though. That's got nothing to do with fitness, and that's the worrying thing. If he was honestly a believer in rotation and fitness, then that's absolutely fine. But I think the fact that he's changed the keeper, he's learned nothing from Wimbledon. So let's just hope we can impact the game in some way. I did notice, Geo, for those that aren't watching, they had a famously poor pitch, Newport, and it actually looks all right, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm okay with the lineup. You know, it's one of these that if we win, Pellegrini's got it right. He's right to rotate the team and give everyone a rest and stuff. But if we lose, Pellegrini got it massively wrong by under sort of disrespecting Newport almost. But listen, that 11 we've got out there is a Premier League 11. Maybe not the keeper. The outfield 10 are Premier League players, each one of them. And there's a good chance that when we play Villa away, any one of them outfielders could be starting. At least one of the centre-backs would be, and you wouldn't be adverse to seeing Creswell left-back, Antonio right-wing. Fornals is a £25 million player in there. Jetty's a £10 million striker. So, listen, it's a team that you expect to win. You know, we've got our attitude right. We will win. It's as simple as that. It's just a question about attitude. Are you nervous for this game? I'm nervous. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. Of course. I mean, the team is... I don't like the team. It's as simple as that. Chetty's got some hair on him, by the way. He's got some Elvis quiff going on. And it will be nice to see him. Hopefully we get it comfortable. When we're in possession, it looks like 4-4-2, which is decent from the fact that it's 4-4-2. Not so good from the pace aspect, because it looks like we've got no pace, basically, aside from the two centre forwards. There'll be none coming from the wings, but they're not really wingers there, are they, as such? Snodgrass and a fornicator out on the left hand side, Sanchez and Wilshere in the middle. But they're all at it, Gio. They are all at it. Norwich are at it. Having said that, they're playing Crawley, which is an easier game. Brighton are at it. Everybody thinks they're Sir Alex Ferguson at the moment, so they're rotating their squads, and that's why we'll see upsets in this round. We hope it's not West Ham, but nobody is taking this competition seriously. So he's not on his own, Pellegrini, because everyone's at it. What can you say? But it's slightly disappointing. Wilshere trying to play a 1-2 with a Jetty, just lost out there, mate. But we'll see what happens, mate.
They're breaking here at the minute. Sort of.
Well, he's not very good.
A little bit. The striker.
He looks.
I had a little bet for tonight, 40-1. Do you want to know what my bet is? I'll declare it now, so if it wins, you know it's genuine. West Ham to win under 2.5 goals, so we've got to win 1-0 or 2-0. Amund, their striker, to have a shot on target, under 12 corners, and McNamara to get booked. I discovered today their right back, McNamara, is on loan from Millwall, and he's a Millwall fan. His whole family are big Millwall fans. I think he's number 12 or 17. He's the right back, so that'd be interesting if he'll be up for this, playing West Ham. I read an article from him saying about how all his family are coming over for the game because he's playing against West Ham and stuff. And oh no, Antonio's pulled a hamstring. That's a hamstring. You can see that all day long. That's a hamstring. Oh no, he's signalling to come off. This is not good.
Are you sure that's not a goal celebration, Joe?
This is not good. Antonio pulled. You could tell straight away. That's his hamstring. Look.
Oh dear.
That's a proper snap. That he didn't limp. His leg.
Oh, that is bad news actually for our season. Well, he's not out for the season, but it's bad news for the next couple of months because he's been so good.
That's not good.
I guess it would what can you say, validate Pellegrini's policy of not playing his best players in a game. I guess he'd point and say, look, they get injured. Looks like Felipe Anderson's coming on.
That's not good though. You could see the way Antonio went down there. That was a serious proper. That reminded me of Michael Owen. Remember when Michael Owen did it once? I'm sure Michael Owen was through on goal once, wasn't he? He's running towards the 18-yarder. Suddenly, just bang, off he went sideways. But yeah, that you'd imagine, judging by his reaction, you'd imagine that's a proper tear. That and hopefully it's not bad, but if he was to come out in the next couple of days, Antonio's out until Christmas, I would not be surprised going by his reaction. You could see by his face straight away that he knew that was... oh well, that's taking the, even if we win tonight, that's taking the shine off it a little bit, isn't it? Because he was in contention for starting on Saturday. Our most informed player as well, just gone off the park.
Yeah, that is a...
Bringing on Felipe Anderson's not a bad option down the
No,
bench,
I'm a massive fan, obviously, of Felipe Anderson, so no problem at all on that. But just it's a shame. It's a shame for us, and it's a shame for Antonio.
West Ham are just passing about at the back in a minute because I know there's a few people now watching it. I know that in the live chat we've got Ray, who's on a train at the minute, so he won't be watching.
Hello, Ray. Where's Ray? Where's Ray? Let me pull up the live chat. I want to.
So there, he's not watching. So at the minute, it's 9 minutes in. Nothing really happened except Antonio's pulled his hamstring.
So Ray's not watching. Oh, well, he's not watching on the train.
I assume that since he's on YouTube, and I assume he's on his phone.
Yeah, he's relying on us for his top class commentary. Let's see if we can help him out. Where's my subscriptions? Where's it gone? Can't find the Hammers Chat channel.
Oh dear. What type? I wonder where's Snodgrass playing at the minute? Do you think? Because he's got Sanchez and Wilshere in midfield. Just Snodgrass is out right. He's taken Antonio's sort of. Well, yeah, you said it would look like a 4-4-2 maybe. So yeah. Snodgrass out right. Anderson's gone left. Fornals is coming to the middle now, in behind Ayeti, because it was just Fornals that played that ball for Snodgrass, but he was just a bit too slow. Clayton says it looks like we're all over them with our pace at the minute, and well, we don't have much of it left. The pace has just gone off.
No, I mean Davey makes a good point in the chat there where he says get Grady Diangana back, so not that I think we should, and us, you can't not loan people out, of course, in case something like this happens, but
to be fair,
we will be a winger down.
That's why I didn't want him loaned out. Remember, I wasn't keen on Diangana going out on loan because of our injury record. If anything, I just thought we constantly have injuries. It was sooner or later we were gonna endure one, and here we are. There's Antonio of all players. The thing is, Antonio's different. There's no one to replace Antonio. Diangana is not a replacement for Antonio. He's a replacement for a right winger. Been up for Antonio. Fornals, Lanzini, and Anderson are all similar players, but Antonio's a one-off with that power and that strength. We don't have someone that can replace him. Allaire is probably the most similar guy to him. You're not going to put him out in the right wing, are you? So, it's not great.
The dogs are going mad. Sorry, my wife's just getting back from work, so find me chilling out in a lounge, spread out.
Newport just got thrown in a minute. They're playing quite direct so far. It's only 10 minutes in, but they're trying to get the ball from A to B pretty quickly. And they've already sent a couple of deep crosses in as well. But here they are. Trying to get in behind now, but it's not quite come off. I think we just needed to be calm, really. When we've been knocking about in the middle of the pitch early doors, we've been fine. Just simple passes, those little triangles. When you've got Wilshere in there, that's exactly what you should be doing. You should be using him to link left to right, front to back. Fornals is coming deep just now to pick the ball up. Long clearance goes out for a throw in. But yeah, Gonzo, I was this today. I knew the stats already because of our preview and stuff, but I was having a look for my betting aspect, and I don't know, just a bit difficult to feel confident for tonight, even when you're looking at it. They just don't concede very much, and if we concede first, I will be very worried. Because if we go 1-0 down, they will just shut up shop and do what they do best, which is keep teams out. But saying that, they don't score much. They only scored 2 in the last 4 league games.
Well, we should. I mean, he's obviously he's left Lanzini. He's not even on the bench, which is a massive call. But you would hope that with Fornals and Wilshere in there, they have a couple of players in there who can play the killer pass from the middle part of the pitch. So hopefully it won't matter.
Got Ali on the bench in case things go wrong as well.
That's true. That's true. I do think you're right. Though. You know, you say I don't concede much. I do think we're far more likely to have a frustrating and squeaky bum night than we are to witness a 4-0 thrashing. That's for sure. And and you only hope that Pellegrini's done his research and his scouts as well on them.
Finn JD's asking what minute
What's
we're on.
a ball? What's a ball from Anderson? There's now Fornals has got it. Oh, he's at the post. What a ball from Felipe Anderson. I think he was playing Cresswell and he split the team apart then.
I missed it. I was reading the live chat.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, that was really something. He played the ball from a long way. He was almost playing in left midfield. Anderson played the ball from that position. Cresswell overlapped, was almost in a very, very advanced left wing position. Watch where he play now. Look at that for a ball, Geo. Cuts it back to Fornals, who has a shot with his right foot, hits the post. Keeper beaten.
I think it's deflected. I think it deflects his shot. Oh, maybe not. He just kicks into the
he didn't get everything on it that he would have liked. Wasn't a humdinger of a shot. But what a pass.
It was good from Creswell as well, actually. Just composure, just first time pass back to Fornals. It's what we need. We just need to show a Premier League quality. Moments like that is when we can show it and we should show it. It's good to see Fornals so involved right now. He's constantly on the ball. Look,
nutmeg the geezer. Nutmeg the number 3 Fornals did. Lovely pass from Fornals. 1-2. That's unlucky.
That's what we need from him. We need Fornals getting involved in all this, linking up the players, showing his vision, if you like, in the fact that he's trying to create all this 1-2 and a little bit less power on the pass, so a little bit faster from Zabaleta, and suddenly our right back was in behind their defence there. It's going okay, 15 minutes. I'm quite happy with what I've seen, actually.
Yeah, I've got to say, the last 90 seconds have lifted my spirits somewhat. There's no doubt about it. Particularly the first 3 or 4 minutes, and they got into our box 3 or 4 times. Clearly, I do want to play across from wide positions. I don't really want to say it. I will say it. It's not my fault. I'm not going to curse him. I don't have that much power. They're number 15. Looks like he lacks a little bit of technique. So that was helpful the one time they did get in.
The other thing is this referee, I noticed earlier, this referee does not hand out a lot of cards. So there's a few crunchy tackles going. I wouldn't expect him to take his book out really quick. Got a good tack here, Snodgrass.
What a lovely turn from a Jetty then at the start of that move. Really good turn. Rolled his defender. To cut it out of the replay. He's back-heeled it back to Snodgrass. He's had to cut back on his left foot, which sort of killed the momentum a little bit, and he got the pass wrong.
I think it came off defender's leg. It's just good defending, really. It's good to see us getting at them. We're not, to quote Allardyce, we're not doing a lot of tippy-tappy stuff, are we? We're quite quick at getting the ball forward and we're moving it quite quick, which is what I like.
Yes.
They're not. To be fair to them, they're not camping inside their box. They are right now. They're disciplined, but they're quite happy to come out when they've got the ball. And we're trying to use that. We're trying to use the space, and I'm content with what we're seeing so far. Here's Anderson and Fornals. There's like 5 yards between them, if that. It's just good to see.
That's unlucky. He didn't quite get that pass right then, Anderson. But you see what he was trying.
He's turned up in the right mood today, because sometimes in Premier League games you don't see this Felipe Anderson often enough trying all these passes. Sometimes he's a bit slow, maybe he's a bit safe, but tonight he's come on the pitch unprepared really. He's probably sitting on that bench thinking I'll get warmed up at half time or whatever. He probably wasn't ready to come on as such. And he's come on, he's trying these 2-3 quite creative passes in between the right back and centre back, which is good for my bet because I need that right back to get booked.
You do.
They keep going down that side, I'll be happy. He's going to have to give away something sooner rather than later.
We've got a Newport fan in the chat. Thomas O'Farty, I think his name is. He says, "Go on, Newport, knock West Ham out," in capitals as well, so he means it. But welcome.
He's welcome.
He's welcome. He's welcome.
As long as he's respectful, he'll get respect back in turn. Whether Newport fan comment on the previous saying it was a good video. To be fair, I think we were quite kind to Newport, if you like. I think we bigged them up more than West Ham, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, solid team as you said. What did you say they hadn't? What did you say they were unbeaten for a bit of last season as well and all that?
All the way back to March in normal time.
Mm.
The time before, I had a little look because I knew they got knocked out in extra time. So I had a little look, and it was actually the playoff final. They got beat in extra time by Tranmere, so that was harsh. But so far, it looks like they could be in the running again for finishing in the playoffs should they keep the form. That I read an article with that Amin, the striker, and although he's not played striker tonight, he's they put Abrahams up front. And he's sort of playing deeper a little bit, but he's quite a big guy. And he was saying they've become known as a cup team and they love it. In that there's no pressure on them tonight, and this is a free hit for them. He says if they lose, so what? And this is the right attitude to have, I think, as a Newport player. You want to go out there and impress, do your best, and they've been doing that in the past. I mean, I never mentioned in the preview, but they drew against Spurs. It was over about a year and a half ago now, in 2018. But they drew with Spurs as well at their place, 1-1. They took it to Wembley.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's about as much experience as you're going to get being a lower league club. If they continually every year face Premier League teams and do all right, then they get used to it. The players become tuned to it. Ray's just asking in the chat. His internet went down on the train. Ray, I don't know if you know, Antonio's gone off. He pulled a hamstring. Looks very, very serious hamstring. Anderson has come on in place of him and created an absolutely beautiful pass. Cresswell squared it to the fornicator who shot against the post. We've had another attack where Jetty broke well down the right, spun his defender. We've come, since your internet went down, Ray, funny enough, we've looked a little bit better.
We've looked comfortable, but something, they've looked comfortable as well. I mean, apart from we hit the post, but apart from that, we've not had a shot really. We had that funny thing with Snodgrass, that shot come across, and that's all. But it's come to a minute, both teams feeling each other out a little bit. Just seeing there, Amin went up with Balbuena and gave him a whack across the face, but that's what they're going to do. They're going to rough you up a little bit and test you. Straight away, Balbuena went down holding his face. The strikers maybe going to think, I fancy a bit of this, I've gone in for a battle and you've hit the deck, so next time I'll do it again and see if you go down, because as a centre back you're relying on the referee to blow his whistle every single time, because remember there's no VAR in this game, so there's an offside goal. That tough.
Joan wants to know how long a hamstring. 6 to 8 weeks, Joan, as unless medical science has improved significantly in the last few years, but I don't think they can do an awful lot about it. But
depends on the grade.
Also, he's not a great recoverer, Antonio, because he's a finely tuned athlete, isn't he? So, he's got a lot of recovering to do. Certainly, we're certainly not going to see him for a little while. That's for sure.
I think there's 3 grades, isn't there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's grade 1, 2, 3, and I don't know which is obviously more serious, but one of them is just like a slight couple of weeks and you're back ready to go, but then the worst one's obviously like 6 months kind of thing. So it depends. They grade it. I'm sure there's 3 different grades for a hamstring tear, that is, and if it's like a bad one, you're looking at weeks, possibly months. So we'll find out in a couple of days, I'd imagine. What is today? Today's Tuesday. Thursday, Friday, I imagine we'll hear through the unofficial but official sources as to how long he's out for. Ex-West Ham employee and Clarence Hill have this scoop. I suppose the only slight positive, if there is one, is that there's an international break, so that's one game he could have been missing. He won't be missing, which is good, but we'll have to wait and see. It's just a shame, really, because he was in form. He's, apart from Lanzini's been our best player this season, I think.
Yeah.
And he would have been chomping at the bit tonight because he knows he'd been looking at Yarmolenko against Watford, thinking, I'm going to get this guy's spot. So he'd have been chomping to come out here tonight. Oh, Abrahams has just muscled Diop off. It's Amend.
Oh, the keeper made a save with his legs.
That is a
Diop
sitter.
was muscled off the ball. How's he missed that?
That is a let-off.
He's actually kicked it against the goalkeeper's legs.
How's he missed?
I don't know.
That's shocking from Diop. Look at him. He's just gone down looking for a free kick.
That's actually a good pass from the 15 who I said was rubbish.
That's a howler. That's a howler. That is a sitter. He should be scoring that every day. That's good for my bet. That's who I need to have a shot on target. Cheers, mate. Thank you. But I tell you what. Ooh, that was a tasty tackle.
Oh, yeah. Someone's gone in hard on Cresswell. He's all right though.
This is what I was just saying about Balbuena, wasn't it? Armin just tested Balbuena. Abrahams then just goes banging into Diop, floors him. That guy's just going through Cresswell, and both of them, Diop and Cresswell, are sitting on the deck looking at the referee going, where's my free kick? The referee, like I said, doesn't give out much cards. He's clearly one of these refs. That's a yellow card.
And Wilshere's just been hacked down as well after a lovely bit of skill. He got through 3 players there. But clearly they're trying to be rough and tough.
But that was poor from Issa Diop, right? He was in control of the ball. He had about 2 or 3 touches, could have cleared it, but he didn't. The striker comes in, gives him a budge, he goes on the deck and puts his arms up rather than getting on with it. Newport should be 1-0 up. They should be winning. If that was a Jetty that missed that, we'd all be here slagging him off easily, saying what a miss that is. He's crap. Newport should be winning. That's a let-off. That guy didn't even get booked for that tackle on Wilshere.
No, I mean, he should have done.
Yeah, it's this referee, I'm telling you, he's going to let a lot of things like that go.
I've got to say though, Diop shouldn't, all that being said, yes, he did make the wrong decision and all the rest of it, and he shouldn't be complaining. But he shouldn't have been able to get bullied. If I was the size of Diop, you would not, oh my goodness, they've just hacked down Anderson.
Book him, that's my player, book him.
That's your Millwall player, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, quite, we'll be lucky if we get out of this game with just... what's his name? With just Antonio injured. But what I'm saying is, if you're the size of this a deal, you should let anyone bully you. I watched the Julian Dix video today. Not that I needed any reminding of what it was like. I watched him play often enough. But Diop needs to go and clatter one of them now. And not just that, he needs to be a bit nasty. He needs to free kicks, stand on their feet and stuff like that. Give them a little pinch and just start niggling them a little bit.
Well, this is it. They're testing us, aren't they? They're almost saying, "Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the fight?" They've put in 4. Balbuena had 1, Diop had 1, Wilshere had 1, Cresswell had 1, now Anderson's had 1. They've put in 5 pretty tough tackles actually, and only 2 were free kicks, and no yellow cards. They're going to be thinking someone else in the team now needs to have a pop because Matt Manara and Sheehan or whatever his name was, they can't do a tackle now because they're on the referee's radar. So one of the other players will do a sliding tackle next. Watch it. But anyway, Newport have got a corner. Diop, strangled him and then headed out.
Well, good. I'm glad he grabbed him around the neck. Then actually, I need to do a little bit more. But it's quite telling, actually, Geo. The shenanigans from Newport have actually switched the momentum in their favour. That's why they got a corner. Thank you.
Yeah, Paul Wood in the live chat says he's ahead of us. Well, you're not actually. The stream you're listening to is behind, so we're watching it live, but you're hearing it with a slight delay. A half chance there for Newport, Gonzo. I mean, they're gonna be getting encouraged by the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, for those that can't see it, that was from the corner. He was that far from. He just couldn't run. But okay, let's take it to that. The number 25 almost put it in the net. Their captain. So
Zabaleta just got beaten there. Now that's another one of our defenders that Newport have gone up 50-50 and beat us.
We've just given them the ball as well. Need a bit of possession here. We need to do something tricky, magical.
Look, another good strong tackle.
Yeah.
They're up for this.
Good turn from Wilshere then. Good turn. He's got to pick somebody out. He's passed it to Cresswell, in turn giving it to Anderson. Lovely chip ball from Anderson, back to Cresswell. Played it across. The ball, oh my goodness, just missed by Snodgrass. Yeah.
When we play football, we are better than them. You can see it a mile away. We are cutting them apart. When Anderson's by far our most creative player at the minute. Fornals is probably the neatest player, but Anderson's the one with all the passes, the vision. We need to do a bit more of that, because the longer they go without the ball, the more frustrated they get, and the chances are they are going to whack one of our players, if you like.
Sorry, just Gary. He's suggesting that people watching it pause it on Sky for 2 seconds to be in sync. You might have to do a little bit more than 2 seconds. But what Geo was saying is we're watching it on Sky just like everybody else is, but the software we're using to stream it delays us by about 30 seconds. If anybody wants to do that timing, let us know, and we'll talk for 30 seconds and describe every kick, and then you can get it in tune. But let us know if anybody wants to do that.
I'm just checking the odds of my right back to get a yellow card just on his own, because I've done it in a little rab. It'd be nothing more frustrating if he gets booked, but I've not done it. This is how I bet. 13-8. Piss off! I'm not taking that. I was hoping for 5-1 or something. This is what I do when I'm watching football. I watch and I try and think. I think, right, let's see if the bookies have got it right or if they've got it wrong. Because Matt Manada and that Sheehan is the two that are looking likely for a booking at the minute. That Millwall player, come on. He's up against Felipe Anderson now as well. He's going to have to commit fouls. Ray Borum says, we'll take questions now at half time. We'll do them at half time. We'll do the questions at half time. Ray, I will write your question down and we'll get to it at half time, because we've got a 15-minute window to fill.
It's a good idea. That's a good idea. We're not doing 2 streams then. Geo, we're just doing the 1 stream, are we?
Yeah, we'll just do the one big long one. We'll just do because we're going to do a review after it, so people that don't watch the watch along don't have to watch a whole hour and a half to get our thoughts on the game. We'll do a little summary at the end of it, and we're going to be joined by young Tom, Twerker Tom, Leeds Tom, however you want to call him, the younger Tom. He's going to be joining us for the review. There's a bit of pressure on Jack Wilshere tonight, because apparently, and I say apparently, I don't know for sure, okay, but apparently he was just left out on Saturday. He wasn't injured. Pellegrini just dropped him. Now it might be that Pellegrini thought, okay, I'll just leave you out and I'll just play you on Tuesday. But apparently Jack Wilshere was just dropped, and he just wasn't in the squad because Pellegrini doesn't think he's been performing. So if that's the case, he's really got to shine, and he's done okay tonight so far, but he's not been good. I think Anderson and Fornals look better than him. Oh my God, there's a chance.
He's gone too wide.
That was
a chance to Newport.
To be honest with you, it was quite a poor free kick, but it bounced in our box. They've got another. Oh my God! Almost an own goal by Diop. This is not good. We are risking these crosses. The first free kick came in, it bounced in our box, came to Amund. His first touch was bad. Then they got a second attack. Good cross by is it Abraham's out on the right there? Into the front post. That's a beautiful cross. Diop has to go for it.
Oh, that was close. Almost sliced.
Nearly in the back of the net. We are getting off with this, actually. Oh, how's that a free kick?
That would have been a nice break. Would have been on for a nice break there.
How's that a free kick?
Well, he's not given much, has he? It's a funny one to give after everything else he's let go. So.
Well, there is a nudge there. It's a bit too.
It's still weak.
Too obvious. There's no need for that. They've got a free kick and shooting distance, I think, now, haven't they? Yeah, they've got a really good free kick taker. They'll be licking their lips here, but it's quite a distance.
Well, I'd be very worried if they could score from here. They shouldn't be. If he does it,
Gonzo.
he's probably in the wrong division.
Gonzo, if I was a Newport player and I'd been watching Roberto pre-season, I'd be fancying my chances at this. I'd be saying, hit the target, there's a good chance you've scored.
They shouldn't have anyone on their team that can hit the target from there.
Comfortable from Roberto. Precise, but there was just no power whatsoever.
Nah.
Just floated into the goal. What's the point in this? Why have you just booted it down the park like that? Do you know when I say we need to show that we're the Premier League teams, right? It's things like that annoy me. I just think, get your centre backs to drop back and roll out to him. And if Newport come up with your centre backs, let them. Then you're pulling the pitch apart up there. Who's he aiming for? He's got a jetty, fair enough. But apart from that, Fornals, Lanzini, Wilshere, they're not going to win it there. These guys have been bullying us in the air from the first minute. So why are we booting it down the park? We need to keep it on the floor and do our passing.
Lovely switch of play there. Was it Anderson switched the play to Fornals?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anderson's running. When we attack, Anderson's running the game. He's chipped it in. Oh, Zabaleta almost picked up the ball. Snodgrass has just... Oh, no, he hasn't. The referee didn't give a foul. We're still in possession of the ball.
That's what we need. A little bit of physical. Let's get tough.
Wilshere looking... What's he going to do? Chip the ball in. He's playing it. Sanchez is running onto it. Surely he's not... No, he's not. He's checked back. Thought he was going to shoot. Then back to Wilshere. It's on the sort of right side of the 18-yard box. Snodgrass, he's going to try it. He's not even chipping out. We're looking to try and play a final pass against the box. Wilshere, he's tried to pick out Cresswell, who was on the far post.
You don't even know if it's a cross or a shot, do you? It wasn't a good one, whatever one it was. What a highlight that is. 2018 Carabao Cup runner-up. What an achievement. We were lacking a little bit of something in that attack there, weren't we? We were all camped outside our box, and it was almost like no one really wanted to cross it, or no one wanted to shoot. It's like, oh, I'll just pass you, I'll pass back. We're having success when we've got the ball in the middle third, and we're usually Anderson's trying to get behind the defence, but when they're in their box and there's no room behind, we're sort of hesitant. We're not really like...
Yeah, we're reliant on Anderson playing that killer ball. Someone's asking what minute we're on. 34 minutes and 47 seconds, 48, 49, 50. So that's where we are.
Here's a good attack again by Newport. Diop's had a shocker tonight, I have to say.
Oh dear, too close for comfort there again.
Look, Diop again, what's that? He's not playing well, Gonzo.
No, he's not. And a number 7, whoever that is,
I think it's Wilmot.
Yeah, maybe. He looks up for it. He's, looks an energetic player with a...
Do you know one bet I picked out earlier, but didn't do it? It's 20-1 for Armin to score with Wilmot to set up. Wilmot got about 8 assists last season, but I didn't do it. But I thought for 20-1, it's a big price. But Diop's scaring me. He's having a poor game. Diop at the back. Yeah. It's
he's been ruffled. He's been.
It's because Abraham's bullied him, and since then he's been looking shaky. I mean, that clearance he did that almost went in the back of the net. That's not his fault. He's got to go for it because he doesn't know what's behind him, so he's got to put his foot in. I've seen them end up in the back of the net sometimes, so it's just one of them. You hit it and you hope. But as a defender, that scares you a little bit. He will turn around and go, bloody hell, I almost put him back in the net now. Look, here he is. He just fouled someone. There's no need for that. He's been rustled.
Rustled?
Yeah, he's been rustled.
What do you mean rustled?
It's a Diop. He's been rustled.
Ruffled? Not rustled.
He's all over the place.
I'll tell you what. Time flies when you're not having fun, doesn't it? Because it's 36 minutes now. We've not scored. Wait, we have it in the post. We probably should have scored once. They probably should have scored twice. So Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not an easy. They've just had another shot, but that was
Listen,
blocked by Diop.
tonight was now going to be straightforward. All West Ham fans knew, and to be fair, I've seen a lot of respect for Newport on social media today. I've seen a lot of people saying this is not going to be easy. Pellegrini cannot underestimate them, and nobody. I don't think West Ham fans will be surprised it's 0-0 right now. People knew we were in for a game. I'm not going to lie. Bet wise, I'm comfortable with 0-0 right now because I need us to win 1-0 or 2-0. My corners are looking good. I said under 12. There's been about 2.
Oh, blimey, they're in again. Glad he missed that header.
Ball! Oi, ref! I just need this Matt Minara guy to do another chopper. That's it, Creswell.
It's crossed the ball over. They're going to have a shot here, Newport.
Offside.
Oh my goodness! It got a deflection off the forward, the number 15, and Roberto had to react quickly to stop it going in.
He didn't react. I just hit him. I think Creswell or Anderson's keeping him on side. The guy that deflects it. One of them. It's Anderson. Look, Anderson's keeping him on.
Yeah. No, he did react.
That's a good save. To give Roberto credit, that was a good save. But this is risky stuff from West Ham here.
But they're better than us. A couple of people are asking what's gone on. They've just joined us. Newport are better than us. We've had a very good attack, one very good attack where we almost scored. They have had 3 or 4 where they've been right in front of the goal.
They'll be going in at half time more confident than they were at the start of the game. They'll know they've got us by the neck right now. And I've seen some people say our fitness will play a part now. I don't think it will. These guys play 46 league games a season. I think they're just as fit as us in the lower league. I've always said if you're a lower league football, there's no excuse for being less fit than a Premier League player. It's about ability. That's what's separating you. It's not about fitness.
Well, also they're professional footballers. It's not like they're part-timers who can't train every day. And there's no big secret to fitness. Everybody knows about all the stuff about the warm-ups, the warm-downs, the stretches, the ice baths. It's not like there's any big secret to it. And to be fair, I don't think we're unfit like we used to be under Bilic, but West Ham don't strike me as the fittest team in the league who run more than anyone else or anything. So yeah,
I think we're fit enough. We looked fit enough against Watford, but I just don't think it's going to play a part tonight. I don't think we can expect to get to the 80th minute and they're going to start tiring. They might, because they've been giving 100% every minute of the first half so far. They're pressing us in the right areas. Their manager's going to be saying to them at half time, getting among that Issa Diop, because he's not having a good game. He's uncomfortable, just keep going at him. Aaron Creswell's wound up. He just went in for 50-50. Both of them went flying in on it. It was a good tackle actually by both players. I like to see that. But they're getting under our skin a little bit. Their tactics are working more than ours right now.
Obi-Wan wants some Hammerette style entertainment from us at half time. I got to say, I never liked the Hammerettes, to be fair. I don't think I ever really saw them, but I remember when it first came in, I wasn't overly impressed at football having cheerleaders, which is basically what they were, to be honest with you. That being said, I went to the ice hockey years ago in the States and had the cheerleaders there. I quite liked it there. Everything's got its place, but I was never a massive Hammerettes fan at the football.
The live chat are not too keen on Jack Wilshere. I don't think he's playing horrific, but he's certainly not playing as well as Anderson. Philippe Anderson's running this game for us.
Yeah, but he did just give the ball away really badly, Wilshere, a second ago, which I don't think helped.
But he's not. Jack should be cruising through this game and man of match, 10 out of 10 performance. But we've not seen it yet. He needs to sharpen up a bit. At the minute, Noble and Vice are not under threat for Saturday's game from Wilshere.
No. But then again, you could say that about a lot. You could say, Diop. I don't think Fornals are particularly doing anything to threaten Lanzini's place either.
I think Diop's maybe putting himself on the bench with this performance.
There we go. He's tested now. Okay, came out okay then. Diop back there. Here we go. Anderson's giving it to Fornals. What we're going to do is he's obviously going to play Cresswell, which he has done. But the pass was poor. That was a poor pass from Fornals there. It's allowed the fullback, your man, your Millwall fella, to clear it. Just not very cohesive. We're not joining the dots here. We're not. Ironically enough, we're not playing like a team that knows how to play with each other, which is what happens when you pick a team that don't play with each other.
Do you know what? Do you know what I've just noticed? This is our 4th game this season, and it's our...
Oh, here we go. Jack Wilshere's in.
Yes, 1-0.
That was a mistake from them. That was a mistake. Get in, son. Get in. Well done. Well done. Mistake from Newport then. Thank goodness for that. Wilshere was the most switched on, seized onto it. Basically waltzed through the middle and calmly slotted it to the goalkeeper's left with his left foot. Just watch it here, Gio. It was Wilshere actually created the move. Oh, we got it caught up completely between his legs, the defender. Basically, Wilshere ran onto his own pass, which the defender had failed to clear.
Do you know something? Fair play, Jack, because he goes for the 1-2 with Ajeti here. He goes for the 1-2. Sees Ajeti's got pushed off the ball a little bit. Defender just does a classic defender move, gives him a little nudge.
Yeah.
And Wilshere just goes, I'm having this. I'm in. Composed finish, puts the keeper the wrong way. 1-0 up.
And you don't get that goal if you play pass and stand still. It's only players that play pass and move, which he does. That's his game. Are going to get that. So that's good. Hopefully that settles the nerves now. And they'll feel aggrieved to go in at half-time 1-0 down, if they do go in at half-time 1-0 down. That is. But obviously from a West Ham point of view, it's very, very good news.
We're lucky. We are lucky. It's a bit like Saturday, isn't it? We could be going in... Well, on Saturday we went in with a draw, but we're going in not behind when perhaps we're fortunate not to be. This is where we've got to show our Premier League class now. Just keep the ball, just pass. We just got past them to death a little bit. It looks like we're going straight for number 2, which is good, but
Snodgrass is shot over from about 20 yards out.
We need to be a bit clever. Don't give them the opportunity to counter attack us. There's no need for it now. Let's just get to half time. We've got Declan Rice on the bench for the second half if we ever want to bring on an extra centre midfielder and show it up a little bit. We can drop Stallgrass in there if we need to. What I was saying is it's our 4th game. It's our 4th captain. I don't like that though.
Ah, yeah, sorry.
I don't like it. That to me is just lack of leadership to an extent. We all know Noble's captain, but we've now had Ogbonna, Zabaleta and Creswell have a shot of the armband. It's just, there should be like a clear hierarchy for me. There should be the captain and the vice captain. And yeah, I know someone will say, well, Zabaleta is obviously the vice captain because he's captain ahead of Creswell. But it's just, how can we be our 4th game of the season and we've already had our 4th choice captain? I don't like it. Not a fan.
No, I'm sorry. I've got to pause asking. He said, Gonzo, are you farting or is it your sofa? Sure.
That's your seats for your man cave.
Yeah, they are, mate. Yeah. Well, I am farting as well as squeaking my sofa.
Right.
Of course, it's a very squeaky bum for this game.
I need this Matt Minara guy to get a booking and full time, please, for 200 smackaroonies.
Oh, he's just been hit in the face. Felipe Anderson has just been elbowed in the face.
He's through.
He tried to really get...
Fornals
come
is through.
on. Fornals is through. He's so slow, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear. What a shame. Hold on. What was our free? I guess he played the advantage, didn't he? But at the start of that, Felipe Anderson flicked it. Where is the card for that? He flicked it over the midfielder's head. A beautiful piece of skill. Just went bang in his face. I want to see it again. I mean, he's all right. He looks like he's all right, but that needs to be dealt. That needs to be dealt with. Well, I think it was a crap shot because he was so slow. The defender caught up with him and took all the power out of the shot. I'm talking about Fornals there. That is a disgraceful whack by the guys.
I don't think it was. I think it was just a little physical tackle. You always have these...
It wasn't a tackle, was it? He basically hit him in the face. It wasn't a tackle. Tackles with your feet.
He didn't punch him. It was a...
Moving like that. I mean, all right. Was it okay? Would it have knocked out Anthony Joshua? Well,
Brushed
actually,
him.
most people would probably knock out Anthony Joshua,
Brushed him in
but
the face.
he didn't brush him in the
He
face. He
did.
didn't. At least he
Right.
gave him a palm off
If
like that,
if
straight in the face.
Felipe Anderson was in a street fight and that happened, would he have hit the deck? No.
He's not in a street fight. It's a game of football. It wasn't a tackle. It was a tackle done with a feet. The guy should have been carded for that.
Nah, he was looking at the ball. Yeah, guy had his eyes on the ball. He won the ball, and he just pushed him in the face.
He just pushed. So a card then?
No, because
Yes. Well, it is a card.
it's a
If he
contact
just,
sport. It's a football.
but you're not allowed to push. You're not allowed to push someone in the face. You're not. You might not like the rules, but those are the rules.
You just praised Issa Diop for grabbing someone by the throat 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did, but he couldn't have complained if he got a card for it. But Issa Diop needed to put some dominance on somebody who was basically bullying him. That was a foul.
I don't think
Every
it was.
day of the week.
If that was the other way around, I'd be saying good tackle. Gary, you've got a problem here. Gary just said, Antonio on, please. Gary, Antonio started but went off the hamstring injury. Not only can we not bring him on, he's actually out for a few weeks at least by the looks of it. Anyway, half time, 1-0 West Ham. But I'll tell you something, Gonzo. We are lucky. We do not deserve that lead.
Yeah, Ben Watts has made me laugh. He said if Conor McGregor did that in a pub, it'd be all over social media. We don't deserve a lead. We're at best it should be 2-2 really, but they've been better than us in that first half, and they're gonna feel really deflated that even just that goal may well just suck the life out of him enough. He probably had his half-time team talk all sorted out, the manager, so it's going to be very, very different. Now he's got to lift them. All that stuff he was going to say, like, carry on, we've got them on the ropes here, you're the better team, do exactly the same thing in the second half. Now he's got to lift them again. Now he's got to say, oh, look, we didn't deserve that, and come on, just try and go again, and it changes it, or gives us a bit of momentum.
Yeah, anyway, Ray asked a question. Ray said...
So I'm going to try and stop the chair from squeaking. Hold on. Hopefully that's done it. Yeah, go on.
Ray said, with Antonio out, does this mean a chance for Nathan Holland? He's not in the squad tonight. He wasn't taken to the game. I mean, Conor Coventry was, but Nathan Holland was sort of left back at Rush Green. A bit disappointing for him, I think. But Pellegrini had to make some tough calls tonight because, the Yarmolenko, Lanzini also not in the squad. And I don't think it's the right game for Nathan Holland. I know that sounds bad. I know you picked him, but this is not an easy fixture. If it was against a lesser League 2 side, then certainly. But I think this one was always going to be a banana skin. And after Wimbledon, actually getting beat last year by Wimbledon, I think, is why Holland's not in the squad tonight. I think if we beat Wimbledon and went out to a Premier League team or whatever, I think Holland might have got his opportunity. But because of the circumstances, I don't think Pellegrini's taking any risks. And yeah, so I think that's why. So what do you think of it? Antonio, no chance for Holland, or should he be getting a chance now?
Well, I think that's really what he's saying. I don't, whether he should have played in this match is sort of what's a different argument on that. I think he's saying.
Well, no, I don't think he will get one.
You don't think he will? Well, I don't think he will. If Yarmolenko remains fit, I don't think he will. But he is now next in line in that sense. So.
No, I'll tell you why. It's because instead of Yarmolenko goes in, let's just say Antonio started against Watford, right? So Yarmolenko would be able to get in his place, and then you might be thinking, well, Holland then gets Yarmolenko's place on the bench. That's not what he's going to do. He'll bring in Snodgrass on the bench.
Yeah.
He won't think, oh, I've got a winger space here. He won't do that. He'll think I've got a senior space here. That's what he'll think. Snodgrass, whatever fullback doesn't make the bench. Wilshere was on the bench on Saturday. Hernandez, those guys were not on the bench on Saturday. They would all be on the bench before Nathan Holland because it's just the way Pellegrini does it. I put up a predicted 11 for tonight earlier, and it was just a guess. I got one wrong. I had Declan Rice in instead of Jack Wilshere, but I got the other 10 right. Do you know why? Because I could see it a mile away. It's just the way Pellegrini is, and I can see it a mile away what he's going to do with the bench. It won't be Nathan Holland. It'll be Snodgrass, etc.
Yeah, sorry, Ben Watts in a chat. Ben Watts is funny. I like the cut of his jib. He says, imagine history repeating itself. We lose tonight and announce Lanzini's contract renewal.
That's like good news, isn't it? You know, the Natovic thing wasn't good news. That was
I
controversial.
know, but he's having a joke. He's got a cheeky sense of humour. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, it's kicking off in the chat. People, did you delete that message? Did you?
Yeah, I just kicked him out. Do you know something? Right. Where is he? Where is he? Let me just check. Ray Borum, right? Ray Borum. I hope you're listening, Ray. I hope you started your train. I've made you a moderator. We know Ray. Ray's in our live chat.
Ray's lovely. Ray's a top geezer.
We know Ray. Ray, you're now moderator for the live chat, so feel free to kick out anyone. We need to do a bit more of this. I think we need to get a few more regulars as moderators, just so that they can.
Don't kick out someone just because they're an opposition fan. But if someone's clearly on the wind up, like that Chelsea one, who does come back time and again, let's be fair. Someone's just being a knobhead for the sake of being a knobhead. Kick them out. We're trying to have a chat about football.
That's why I made Ray, because he's always in the live chat, so he'll get what the way Charlie and I do. Sebastian said, "Who's on the bench?" On the bench, we've got Fabianski, Johnson, Ogbonna, Coventry, Rice, and Allaire. We did have Felipe Anderson, but he came on, so we've got 2 subs left. We've only got 1 attacking player on there though now, so hopefully they don't equalise. Otherwise, we've only got our £45 million to bring on, and as a centre back, you'd surely lick your lips at getting in about a 45. What are you smiling at?
It's just everyone's going about Ray and Finn saying he might go mad with power. I just think it's funny. It's funny. So no, it's nice for Ray as well. But imagine he goes, oh yeah, actually goes mad.
Yeah.
Imagine he bans us.
I notice everybody now wants to be the moderator. Everybody's nominating himself, and Ray's not replied. So I don't think Ray's on. Ray's not on his train anymore.
Dear, he's let us down. He's let us down straight away. Oh Ray, bless him. Having said that, he may well be changing trains on the plane. He's gonna be thrilled with the news.
He's gonna have an email. Maybe you've been you've been added as a moderator. He's gonna be thinking, "What? I don't want this responsibility. I'm tuning in for enjoyment, not responsibility."
I was just getting a train. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Yeah.
What is this? A job? We just seen the highlights there. That Armin chance. What a chance that was, though, wasn't it? You know, when Abraham's barged Diop off the ball and gave it to Armin. He had all the time in the world to just pick his spot, and he somehow picked Roberto's legs. Metal Corey saying Ajeti hasn't been in the game. I think that's a fair point, actually. Not seen much of him. He's done a couple of neat touches, the back heel. But you could argue that he showed his sort of lack of experience for Wilshere's goal, because he got shrugged off the ball pretty easily there. You know, Ali fancied to have backed into that guy and put him on his arse, but yet he sort of got a little nudge. Harsh lesson maybe, but he needs to learn at some point, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but this is it. You know, this is what it's all about. You're gonna have to learn now. It might not be the Premier League, but it does get him used to English football. You know, which is obviously going to be a little bit more rough and tough, a little bit more physical than what he was used to playing at Basel. So, yeah, a nice introduction for him. But I thought that with Haller as well. You know, the first little while, I thought once he gets into his stride and realises actually he can probably knock people about a little bit more than he's used to. It's all part of it. Hopefully we don't have to bring him on. But having said that, I bet he'll want to come on. Haller will want to come on and get a goal. He'll fancy himself against this.
Isn't he? Contact Light saying his movement's been good and he hasn't had anything to feed off. I agree with that. He's not really had any. There was that time when we were passing the ball about outside the box. He was in the middle of it waiting for it and didn't cross it. Guys asking who's on the bench. We've just read out. It's Rice, Coventry, Ogbonna, Johnson and Allaire. That's all we've got left, and Fabianski. I'm just going to quickly run through the scores from around the grounds in the League Cup, because obviously we'll be facing one of these in the next round should we go on to win the game. Bristol Rovers 0, Brighton 0, Burton 2, Morecambe 0. Cardiff are losing at home 1-0 to Luton. Crawley are 1-0 up at home to Norwich. That's one Premier League team on his way out. Lubala scored. If you're into your betting, write down on a bit of paper right now, write down Lubala Crawley. The boy is a goal scorer. He is scoring goals this season, consider him. Crew are 3-0 down at half-time to Villa. They're not messing about. Yeah.
Who is?
Crew.
Villa
put out a rotated side, but that's what you do as a Premier League team, don't you? You go up, you get your goals, and you pop back off. It's, Crystal Palace 0, Colchester 0, Fulham 0, Southampton 0, Grimsby 0, Macclesfield 0, Leeds 0, Stoke 2. That's a big result for Stoke. They've had a horrible start to the season. Newport 0, West Ham 1. Notts Forest 2, Derby 0, Derby 0. Sorry.
Is your fella playing?
That's a tasty game, that one. Then Oxford 0, Millwall 1. Boo. Plymouth 1, Reading 1, Preston 2, Hull 1, Rochdale 2, Carlisle 0, Sheffield United 2, Blackburn 0, and Ravel Morrison has got an assist tonight, apparently. Southend 0, MK Dons 2, Watford 1, Coventry 0. So that's your scores from around the grounds. So anyway, someone said Snodgrass has been the worst player on the pitch. I think that's harsh, actually. I think he's done okay. I think he's been not wasteful, but I think there's a couple of attacks have sort of slowed down with him, if you like. Anderson and Fernandes is just a little bit quicker. They get the ball and they move it. Snodgrass takes an extra couple of seconds. I think, can't call him the worst player. It's a Diop for me by far. He's our worst player. Wilshere's lucky he scored, because I think he was maybe in the scope for criticism until he got his goal. That might just ease people off a little bit. But listen, I would have taken a real scrappy 1-0 win before we kicked off tonight. If you said to me it would be 1-0, be horrible to watch, but we'll win, I would have taken it, because in cup competitions it's all about winning. It doesn't matter how you play. It's not about entertainment for me. You keep that for the league because you've got 38 games to do it. In the cup you've got 90 minutes and then it's a penalty shootout. So you do what you've got to do in that game to get the 3 points, get the win, get into the next round and get back out again. We've already had Antonio go off injured, and someone's saying, did I really just say Diop's our worst player? I did. Diop's been horrible tonight. I think he's been awful. He shrugged off the ball. A couple of his touches have been really... There's that clearance he did on the edge of 18-yarder with no one around him. He just kicked it straight to a Newport player. He's been horrible tonight, Diop. But I think everyone else is playing okay. Anderson's been our best player by far for me. He looks like he's pulled all the strings. Anyone impressing you or disappointing you?
I just think I'd like to say on Snodgrass, I think almost his days of being a wide player are over. He seems to impress best when he's an industrious guy in the middle of the park. If he was ever going to be a winger I think it'd have to be a left winger, because who could get his delivery out quickly with his left foot. At the moment, he's got to check back and then waste a bit more time while he gets the ball on his favoured foot when he's on the right hand side. I just don't think he provides anything there. So I wouldn't overly be critical of him. I just don't think he should be playing there, quite frankly. On the Ajeti one, I think people might have missed it. There was a build-up, a really good build-up, where he turned a defender, rolled him with a really nice bit of skill, which I thought was quite promising. Also, I think there's been little bits of his passing which have been okay, and he's not afraid to drop deep, just to say something positive about him in particular. Cresswell's tried to get forward when he can. Totally agree about Felipe Anderson. He's a class above. But we had this last season when we were really down and out against Wimbledon. He came on and he changed the game. Unfortunately, it was too little, too late. Then he's a wonderful, wonderful player. We get and who gets an unnecessary amount of stick, I must say. He can sometimes be brilliant, and he gets stick for not being brilliant all the time. Which, as I say it time and time again. Those players cost 200 million quid.
I think it's justified sometimes though, because when he's not playing brilliant, sometimes he's literally doing nothing. Sometimes he's just so like tonight, Jack Wilshere hasn't been brilliant, but you've still seen him. He's still been involved. He's still doing bits and pieces. But sometimes I see Anderson in games where, as you described, he's not brilliant. He's almost like anonymous. Like you're just waiting for him. I think some people do give him too much stick, but I think some people are fair in their criticism towards him.
Yeah, but some people they pick teams and starting lineups when he's not in it. Where you look at him, there's no creativity there. There's no creativity and there's no pace, and you can't. I'm probably my two favourite players. It's kicked off by the way the second half. Probably my two favourite players, non-West Ham players of the Premier League era, would be Tony Adams and Roy Keane. I love a battler. I really do. I love a captain. I love those type of players. But you can't have all those players. You do need people that are going to have magic in their boots as well. And he's got that. And he's just completely misplaced the pass. Just
Anderson fantastic. Right on cue.
Fantastic. I was watching years ago. Liverpool were playing Celtic. And Steve McManaman was playing. And I was watching it with a friend of mine, and I was saying, this guy does my head in. He's useless. He flatters to deceive. He's got no end product. The goalkeeper rolled it out to McManaman. It'll be on the internet somewhere because it's a European goal. He basically got it off the keeper, ran the whole length of the pitch, dribbled past everyone, and scored a goal. As I was slagging him off. So I've got form really. So for getting it totally wrong. But yeah, I'm a massive Felipe Anderson fan. Clearly,
we're playing neat little touches. It's only 90 seconds in the second half, but we've come out and we seem a lot calmer because we've now got that goal. We've got the monkey off our back a little bit. It's just go out there and shine now. Just do the Premier League player stuff. Don't get bullied and just keep the ball. Now a great cross by Creswell. It's a goal kick for Newport. That's
a slow right side, Geo. Zabaleta and Snodgrass. That is a slow right hand side.
It is, especially Snodgrass's left footer, so he keeps coming in, which makes sense. But then that only works if you've got someone to take advantage of all that space you're opening up in behind you. We saw it with Yarmolenko. Every time he came in against Watford, Fredericks went bombing into that space, and Zabaleta just can't do it. It'd be nice to see Ben Johnson come on and say, like, get forward. Every time Snodgrass goes in, you get forward. But saying that, defensive first. If we could cross as a football team, we would score a lot more goals. I'll tell you that. The amount of times our attack dies because someone's cross is easily cleared or overhit.
Here's a Jetty on the ball now. He's being pushed out wide by the defender. What's he going to do? He's checking back. He's playing Snodgrass, who's being boxed in himself. He's played it back in. He's played it to Jesse, who's played it to Zabaleta. Bad pass from Jesse there. Or is
Zabaleta just too slow and we're all...
Maybe a bit of both. Maybe, but he has been... It shouldn't be a surprise. He's been training with him for 2 or 3 weeks. He should have noticed on a training pitch at some point.
Yeah, but that happened in the first half. Fornals did the same thing. Zabaleta was too slow again. He went for a goal kick. I think they're almost just expecting someone with average pace to get there. And
well, yeah, but a good player should look. If you're playing it ahead of Ryan Fredericks, you can probably play it 10 yards ahead of him. If you're playing it to Zabaleta, he's so slow that time goes backwards, so you probably need to play it behind him. But yeah, you'd expect them to know that. Oh, Diop's having a cuddle.
Yeah, good play by Diop there because he had to shield that for a good 5 yards, which is quite a long time when you're shielding the ball. And that guy was up for a little bit of a wrestle. Diop did well there just to get rid of him. Good play.
It's a Diop. Played every minute for West Ham this season. There we go.
It's 4 games.
Well, they flashed the stat up. Don't shoot the messenger.
The worst thing is, I don't think anyone else has played every minute. No, they haven't, because we did 10 changes from Saturday. I mean, it's 4 games in, and we've already got only one player that's played every minute. Tell you what, I need this Matt Manada guy to get booked, then my bet is looking good.
Yeah. Bittersweet though, Gio, if he hacks down Felipe Anderson.
Yeah, but I want my money.
No, you probably wouldn't call it a foul anyway. You're allowed to punch people full in the face by Geo Association football rules.
Well, I don't know. I think my phone's a way to die. Someone's going to have to, I might say, someone's going to have to keep an eye on the corner count for me. It'll come up on this screen eventually. It's not been many, is there? 2 or 3?
No, what have you got under what?
12. It was a silly price. Newport get on average 3 point something corners a game, and we get about 4 point something. So it gave us a cushion, and bookies have got it wrong, in my opinion, the corners.
He's tracking back well there, Jetty. He's he's trying to get involved in defensive duties as well. It's not obviously not why he was purchased, but
yeah, he's had an okay performance. It's all right, isn't it? Like, it's not.
He's right. He's right. He's not troubling the big fella for the starting berth against Norwich, but yeah, it looks all right.
It is important. Like, sometimes when you do these shows and stuff, some people seem to think like a player has to have a bad game or a good game. Like, they can't just have like an okay game. Like, it's one or the other. And a lot of our players right now are just doing in the middle. They're just doing okay. It's not bad. It's nothing to criticise them about, but it's nothing to write home about either.
Moderator Ray is.
He's appeared.
He's in the chat. Oh, moderator Ray's there. You've been made moderator, Ray. Geo made you moderator for your.
Everybody's been waiting for this. Look, everybody's waiting for Ray to appear. Ray's wondering why he's got a spanner next to his name.
Oh my goodness. Ray has said, "Hi mate, a friend of mine was saying about doing a WWE chat each week. You want to be part of it?" Yeah. I don't think he's talking to you or I.
Yeah, he's talking to Charlie. He's talking to Charlie.
You're not one of those. The highest. I held you in the highest esteem, Ray.
We make the guy a moderator, and here he is, coaching all our Come on, Ray. I'm going to demote you pretty quickly here. This is going to be a new record for YouTube. He's tapping up Charlie. Unbelievable. The cheek. Becomes moderator and starts asking all our guests if they want to appear in a new YouTube channel.
Lovely pass over Anderson. Snodgrass just couldn't find a pass forwards. Sanchez has won the ball well. He's anticipated the ball. He's driving on the 18-yard box. He's played the ball into Zabaleta, although I think he meant to play it to Snodgrass. Snodgrass chips it up. Oh, a Jetty. Was it a Jetty? Just heads it over the bar.
Unlucky. Good play. This is what we want to see. Like, this is the type of thing that's going to deflate Newport. All their enthusiasm just going to start weeping away bit by bit when stuff like this happens, because they went on a counter-attack there. We won it, and then we counter-attacked them back pretty quick, and they're going to start like arguing with each other at the back now and stuff. They're going to be asking who's marking who, because Zabaleta's getting in their box more than anyone else right now. And someone's going to be saying, hang on a minute, this guy's an old right back. What's he doing up here? No, not a free kick. Get up.
Gonzo hasn't got a spanner, mate, because I'm not logged. Oh, blimey. Go on, Geo, quickly.
Good play by Newport here, actually. They managed to draw Diop out. Diop's doing his defending job. Steps out of defence, doesn't win the ball. And they end up coming down the right-hand side. Really good cross. Really good. I almost said Tam Abraham. It's not Tam Abraham. It's Abraham's. And he was about an inch away from making it 1-1, really.
Was close, wasn't it? Was really close. Really far too close. Inches. For my liking. I know someone asked about a spanner. I do, but I'm not logged in. I'm not even logged in on the forum channel. I'm logged in on the plumbing channel. So no. But yes, there are many spanners, many spanners, including some of the West Ham players at the moment. Letting that we don't need to let them back into this here. We could, dare I say, we could do with a second goal.
I think we need to. I think we almost need to. There's a bit of tempo in the game right now. It's quite end to end. I think we need to kill this. I think we need to just start passing it about in the middle of the park and then use our defence, because just let the ball do the work for a little while. It's just get any pace out of this game, because right now it's quite you have a goal, we have a goal. And that's okay when you're drawing or it's a dead rubber, but it's not. There's only one goal in it. We've had a couple of close calls. This is what we should be doing. Wilshere, Sanchez, Fornals, back to Balbuena. They're just playing keep ball. This is what we need to do. Just work the ball. Let the ball do the work. Let Newport chase shadows for a little bit. There's Sanchez dropping in between the centre backs because Balbuena pushed out right a little bit. It's just what we want to see.
Great ball. Great ball. Who played that ball?
Probably Felipe again, or was it Carlos? I think it was maybe Sanchez actually. I think Sanchez gave it to someone.
That was a fantastic pass.
Wilshere,
what a pass. That's unlucky. That is unlucky from Cresswell as well, I've got to say. Really good ball.
Have they got no sponsor? They just oh no, they're sponsored by Paddy Power.
Paddy Power.
That's just the way to ask. Are they sponsored by Paddy? I knew Paddy sponsored 3 or 4 teams, but I didn't know which ones. Huddersfield, Motherwell.
Corner to West Ham. Felipe Anderson to take. What's the cameraman doing? Oh, okay, now I can see it. It's been cleared out. Wilshere's trying to... Wilshere's drawn a foul.
That's lucky.
Yeah, it was.
Messed up that header and then bought a free kick from the referee there. I think the referee's giving us a favour here. Look, that's lucky for me, that. Just passing it about at the minute now. Wilshere's got it in the middle of the park, out to Zabaleta. They're still working hard in Newport. They're still running, still full of beans. Jack Wilshere started this half really well, though. He's
moved into a great position here inside the box. He wants to work it onto his left, but he chips it up with his right. Not a bad effort. Back with Cresswell.
It was awful. This is weak foot. We'll let him off.
Oh, Zabaleta's just trying to pass it into the middle to a Jetty. Again, just a sort of yard away than a Jetty.
We're starting to get in behind their fullbacks quite a lot now. Their wide players are not doing their job. Zabaleta and Creswell are often getting the ball here. Their Newport's wide midfielders are they're not doing their job right.
Is that a Jesse again with just another header? I think they've been.
We're racking up corners. Over. This is not good for my bets.
Yeah. This was at 3 in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, stop this, please. Why is it not coming up with a total? Can someone in the live chat tell me the total?
I think it's about 5 or 6 now, mate. It was 2 when you asked earlier. It's another header from a Jetty. The guy has had 4 headers.
But he's winning them. That's the main thing, right? They're not effective, but he's winning every single one. As a defender, you're going to start worrying a little bit. You're going to think this guy's no mug in the air. What's this? First team management consultant. What's that?
That's Lenny Lawrence, bit of a legend, Lenny.
Yeah, but what's that job title?
Oh, I think so.
First team management consultant. Is that the guy that's in charge of sacking the manager?
Oh, blimey, that was a foul.
Yeah, that was a high foot.
Great burst of speed from Anderson between 2 players. Played a ball, not quite good enough to Snodgrass, but Snodgrass worked, hustled his geezer well then. He wanted to let it run out of play. Don Sanchez, bully him, son. Get in.
That's our throw.
Better.
Well played. He did well there, Sanchez. Didn't dive in, just pushed him down the line, and then when he could, a little touch of the foot and it's a throw into West Ham. He's done alright, Sanchez, but I mean, context is required. It's a League 2 side, but he's done okay. That was not okay.
Worst pass in the game. Well, I don't know. There's been a few bad ones actually.
He's had a quiet start to the second half, isn't he? Not really seen him much.
Well, yeah.
It's all a bit header tennis at the minute.
Yeah, I do wonder if Pellegrini is going to do something here because
Well, who would you bring on? You've got Johnson, Ogbonna, Rice, Coventry, and then you've got Allaire.
I might be inclined. A bit poor with width wise, which obviously you can understand because our wingers got injured. Well done, Sanchez there. I might be tempted to bring on Johnson and Allaire. Just like to get it to 2-0, just get it done, get it wrapped up.
Thing is, no one's been having a bad game, right? This is almost part of the problem. We've only got one real game changer on there, and that's Allaire.
Yes.
And I don't really want to bring him on yet because I think I've got like the jitters from Antonio, if you like. It's just a bit scary. But I do think if you were to bring him on, you could imagine we'd get another couple of goals off the back of that one substitution. But the other subs are all sort of defensive minded, and we don't really need to go defensive yet anyway. We don't need to start packing the middle of the park, so it's no one really deserves to come off. I was going to take anyone off actually. It might be Snodgrass or Fornals because I'd say they've been ineffective.
Yeah. The trouble is with Snodgrass is we don't have another winger there. I'll take him off as well. I think Fornals has been.
Well,
he's just played a lovely ball. I was just about to say he's been average, but he's played a lovely ball then, and we've won a corner, which will take us to 6, Geo.
Well, I've got 5 more allowed after this. That's okay. A lot of averages suggest I'll be okay. I think I would keep Fornals on because he needs the game time. And he's not starting against Norwich. We all know it's going to be this team that started against Watford because of the injury to Antonio. Yarmolenko's now got the start against Norwich. So leave Fornals on because you just don't know what he's going to do. That pass that he just did there was really good. So he's got another half hour to try and do something. He's not going to be able to do anything from the bench, is he? So keep him on the pitch and see what we can do. We're not going to learn anything from bringing Declan Rice on.
It's not. The trouble is, you're talking about it like, if anyone comes on, it's for them to learn something. Like we've won the game, they can still score. Newport can still score it. That's what worries me. I want to bring people on or off to affect to get another goal. They can still, as we saw with whatever his name was, Abraham's, whatever. They can still score on the break quite easy. So if someone's asking what the score is, it's 1-0 to West Ham. Newport are making 2 changes. Does anybody know what the Norwich score is?
They were getting beat.
Okay.
Why? Someone asking?
No, I'm just wondering because they went with a completely new 11. I glanced at it briefly, and I just thought if they were not doing very well, they might start bringing players on themselves, which is obviously going to impact their.
They're 1-0 down against Crawley, and they've just brought on Buendia, who is a first choice right winger. They just brought him on. They've also had to do a sub in the first half. They have to bring on Godfrey, who's their first choice centre back. So I have to assume that's a forced change from them there. Good, no corner. This is 7 corners now. I don't like it.
Harry Pierce said they're 14-0 down.
Yeah, but
Would be nice. I shatter the confidence before the weekend, Harry. It's just funny though, isn't it? Hey, 1-0. So we got sorry. Modern Life said 1-0. Millwall from the Den said 1-0 as well to Crawley, which I forgot. You shouldn't be down to Crawley, should you?
They're not doing too. They've had an alright start. In fact, that Lubala scored would suggest they're playing their first team. Crawley. They've been scoring goals, and this is why I was confident we would win tonight. I say confident. This is why I was optimistic we would win tonight. Because while Newport are good defensively, they haven't been scoring much. And I'd be more worried about coming up against a team that was really firing them in rather than someone that is so defensively solid, because our weakness is our defence.
Oh, Anderson, good work. Fornals
has made it 2.
The fornicators, I said he should stay on the pitch. Wonderful. Felipe Anderson heavily involved again. Little bit scrappy in front of goal. Broke to the the fornicator there, who's tapped it home from about 3 yards to make it 2-0. We'll just talk you through it. Sanchez plays the ball with Snodgrass, who missed it. Fornals actually nicked the ball back. Wilshere played a lovely slide rule pass to Felipe Anderson, who was wide. It basically rolled past a Jetty, who was trying to score, and into the path of Fornals, who tucked it away quite nicely.
It's good to see him get a goal. Good to see him.
Yeah.
You can see by Fornals' celebration that he's happy. He's proper. It's funny because when you score against a League Two side, you can't celebrate wildly, can you? Because then you look a bit silly. But you can see him by his scream or whatever. Like, he was a bit relieved, if anything. But good passing there. We showed our Premier League class there. Wilshere, Anderson.
Yeah, beautiful pass.
We just turned it on a bit, and I don't want to say tie over because if they get a goal, it'll gene them up a bit. But this half, apart from their one cross, we've really stepped up a.
Yeah, I'll say tie over. I'll say tie over.
Well, I think so too, but I didn't want to say that. I was too chicken.
There you go. Okay, well done, Sanchez. Nice bit of strength there. He took a bit of a risk, but he was strong enough to retrieve the ball. What was really nice at the start of that move, lovely ball there from Snodgrass, actually, to play Anderson, who's crossed it over. Oh, Wilshere's just headed it down without enough power to beat the goalkeeper. What was really nice at the start of that goal was that the very start of the move was actually Fornals dropping deep and making it scrappy, which dispossessed the Newport player. So that was nice to see as well.
300 of you joining us live at the minute. Thank you very much for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. If you're enjoying this watch along, drop a like on it. We're going to try and do the watch alongs when we are playing away and it's on the television, because it's sort of important for streaming purposes and legal reasons as well, in terms of watching games and how you watch games, I guess. But next time we do an away game on the telly, we'll do another watch along. So drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Andy Walsh just said, Geo, do some of the first team players not playing tonight that need to worry about a starting spot? Is there anyone? I think Yarmolenko was going to be one, but Antonio's injuries maybe. But then saying that, Fornals has maybe got. Well, he's got 25 minutes to really shine. Yeah,
I think probably the second they've just had a header which Roberto's tipped over. It's going to be a corner.
Get off the bar! Hey! Hang on! He didn't touch that.
Did it?
Referee.
Oh, I thought he tipped it over.
No, it hit the bar. No, this is not good for my bet. That hit the bar. Look, he doesn't touch it.
Oh, I don't know. It's close. I can understand why the referee thought. I'm still not convinced.
VAR.
VAR. So what's that? That's 6?
Rubbish.
7?
If I lose my bet by one corner.
Oh, lovely nutmeg, Anderson. Beautiful. Snodgrass headed. Unlucky.
Yeah, Andy's question. I think Yarmolenko's position. I think he did okay against Watford, but I think it was okay. But Antonio would have been the one to snatch it. And I think Fredericks could maybe be thankful that Zabaleta's playing tonight, not Ben Johnson. And I will say, going by tonight's performance and the start to the season in general, I think Issa Diop could be under pressure on Saturday. I think Balbuena's looked better of the two here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he used to go with Balbuena and O'Bon at the back on Saturday, because he's had an okay second half, Diop. He's not done anything wrong in the second half. But I don't know, I just...
Yeah, I don't think he will start, but it is worth noting that Jack Wilshere not only scored a goal, also created the goal that he scored and played a key pass for the second goal. So, whilst I don't think he will start the Norwich game, he's put himself right in contention. He's done himself good in this game.
Do you think it'll just be an unchanged 11?
I do, yeah, because obviously the best player has been Anderson, but I think it's hard to argue against Wilshere being the second best player now, but obviously Anderson's already in the team. But the midfield obviously looked good in the last game with Rice and Noble in there.
The 1 yard free kick didn't work again. Who would have thought it? Why do we do it? It frustrates me, this free kick. It really does. It'd be alright if we were good at it, but we're not.
Hammer Moulder said, "Shall I book a flight from California for the final, Gonzo?" I'll tell you what. We've had an earthquake. Talking about California on the old rift there. We've had a little earthquake over here, 2.9 on the Richter scale. Would you believe? Dogs. What's my dog's name? Gary. I've got 2. Bubbles and Baggins. Baggins. There he is. Come here.
Newport worked a little bit of space here on the left.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
It's gone out for a goal kick, but it's a throw in. Oh no, it's a goal kick, but with this referee, he might give a corner anyway. He's really ginger, that left back, isn't he?
I thought you meant a dog. The left back is very ginger.
He's very, very ginger.
You're not ginger, are you? You're not ginger. Oh, hello. No, you can't see. She's shy. Yeah, my Bubbles is shy. He don't care.
Jack Wilshere's touch map on the screen right now. Looks alright. Bit better than when they brought up Adam Johnson's touch map in court.
Listen, Geo, we got. Well, it's not just 90 minutes, is it? We got more time than that to fill. You're gonna have to say at some point. You're gonna say something a bit risky.
I apologise.
I don't think anyone minds them. You've got to apologise. Not gonna apologise, is he? No.
Adam Johnson does though.
They certainly might. Yeah, I think he might have done.
The only reason I brought that up is because, funny enough, I seen earlier today. I seen a stat that in the last 3 years, Adam Johnson's got more assists than Jesse Lingard, and Adam Johnson's been in jail.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a joke.
Abraham. Do you know what? That Abrahams has looked pretty decent for them up front tonight, hasn't he? Like, he's missed a couple of decent enough chances, but he provided the one in the first half, and he looks quite confident. He's got a little bit of swagger about him.
Yeah, fortunately not good enough. Oh. That's it, Jesse. Well done. Jesse miscontrolled the ball then, and because of that, he got himself into a 50-50. Clearly got a little bit hurt, but he carried on and didn't go down rolling around and all that. I quite like that.
I think we're starting to slow the tempo down a little bit, or they're getting back into it. It's one of the two. They're seeing more of the ball here. They'll feel they just booted it away.
Harry Pierce said, "Johnson most touches in the box."
Come on, this is it. Go. Go.
I think you had to check back then, Fornals.
I think we need a change. I think we're starting to go a little bit flat, if you like. I think we need to get a little bit, just do a sub. I like the Ben Johnson for Zabaleta one. It's a safe sub, that, isn't it? Because it would have to be something pretty horrific for the substitute to not work out, wouldn't it?
Oh, that was an unlucky. That was. Go on, Jesse. Have a pop, son. Have a pop. Is he onside? Snodgrass here. He's got to check back on his left, of course. Chips it up. Nobody's there. Unfortunately, he was trying to get it to a Jesse. I don't know. He didn't quite manage it, but I understood what he was doing.
I think I need this right back on Newport to punch someone, to be honest with you.
He's leaving it late to do something thuggish.
Yeah, and then we're going to concede a corner straight after to make it 12 for the evening. I can just see it a mile away.
Anyway, this has been a success for Pellegrini. He took the risk and played the second team, and it's worked out. I think a large part of that has actually been Sanchez in the middle there. You need that guy in that position to play well against teams like this. And there's been a few players who got a little bullied at the start of the game, and he wasn't one of them. And he's kept it quite solid in the middle, and particularly when Wilshere was having his little rocky patch where a couple of passes are going astray. He's kept the middle solid, and then Wilshere's qualities come through and scored and sort of helped create another goal. So he'll be pleased. He'll feel well vindicated.
Yeah, I'm happy with what we've seen tonight. It was all about getting through, but we've had some positive performances from individuals. I think as a team we've looked quite good. Felipe Anderson's had the shackles off tonight, which I really like. He's not during the Premier League. He's sometimes sort of like a left winger, isn't he? He's sort of stuck out on the left, and he's got a lot of defensive disciplines to do as well. But tonight, it feels like we're just taking that shackles away and said, just do what you want to do on that football pitch. And I think it's right, because if we were going to set up 4-4-2 with Antonio, and essentially Anderson's replacing the striker, then he should be able to have a free roam. And it's been very effective because he's been all over the park. He's been close. He's gone close to Wilshere. He's gone close to Fornals and said, let's do the quick 1-2s. And they've been helping each other create. Look, there he is now, just taking off Jack Wilshere, turning, moving, looking for a.
That's a cute ball, crafty ball as well. I like that.
It's good. It's good.
Well done, Sanchez. Won a tackle, got the ball straight back.
We've been very effective. We've been very effective tonight. I like it. Very economical with the football, if you like.
I've missed the chat. All right, the chat's gone on to Lingard. I haven't followed the chat for the last little while. I did want to ask actually the other day in our Premier League show on the forum channel. Would you take our first team, Geo? Would Jesse Lingard get into our first team if everyone's fit?
No,
I didn't think so either.
But I'd take him at West Ham. I think he's a decent little player. He's not good enough for a top 16, but I think he's more than good enough for any of the 14 kind of players. He's just one of them that. I don't know. Everybody's going on about how he's got no goals or assists for Man United, but as Alexis Sanchez, one of them's paid £500,000 a week or something.
Oh, okay. Fornals on the ball, about 20 yards out. He's played a pass to Snodgrass. He's played it back to Baletta, whose left-footed shot was parried there. Yeah, he's all right. Look, I mean, it'd be a better bet on the than Snodgrass, but I don't think he would get into our top team either. He's certainly not better than Lanzini or Anderson.
We just don't need him. We just don't need someone like that ilk right now. And it's not just Jesse Lingard. You could say that about, I don't know, any Arsenal reject, or maybe not the Man City ones, because they would get into our first 11. But even the Liverpool one, would you take Shaqiri? No,
well, he would get our first 11.
He's a good player. But we just don't need him. It would be not a waste of money. It would be a bad waste of finances, if you like, to get someone like that in.
I like Harry Pearce is on form tonight. Do you realise Harry Pearce? That's the name of the geezer in Spooks. Anyway, Harry Pearce on form tonight. Actually, he said Sanchez working himself away from being a joke tonight. I like that.
I think he's done okay this season. I think he's had a couple of brief appearances in the Premier League as well, and he's done fine. He played all right in the when you went to see Fulham. I never got to see any of the game of that, but everybody that went said Sanchez played well. So he's come back, and he had a couple of dodgy pre-season games, but he's done okay since since he braided his hair and then unbraided it. He's a new player. I think it helps Sanchez not having Declan Rice in the team.
Yes.
Because he's doing Declan Rice's role. And if you almost have Declan Rice in there, Sanchez has almost got to do something other than Declan Rice's role. You can't have both of them sitting there. So Sanchez has got to do a role that's not really his. And tonight he's getting to do the role that he was brought in to do. Listen, Sanchez is backup to Declan Rice, and we're seeing that tonight. And I think it's important that we judge him by a defensive midfielder's role, which is what we're seeing, and we're happy with what we've seen. I think it's harsh to sort of use the yardstick of when he plays alongside Declan, because that's where Noble or Wilshere plays. It's not a like-for-like replacement by putting Sanchez in. And he's got his season left on his contract. At the end of the contract, we'll thank him for his year's service, because the other year he was injured, and off he'll pop.
Yes, indeed. Father Snowman which it's not Father Christmas, obviously Father Snowman. Geo Gonzo, who scored the goals? Sorry, do you mean who scored the goals tonight? That's Wilshere and Fornals, but I don't think he does. Who scores the goals? The team is shot shy in the league.
We are shot shy in the league. We don't need to shoot tonight. We're 2-0 up. We don't need to shoot. We're just as well passing the ball about keeping the ball. But in the Premier League, we do what we're doing right now, which is pass it, and no one really pulls the trigger. Saying that, Jack just pulled the trigger there, but we don't see that in the Premier League enough. I think he's right. We don't do it.
Let's have a look at this shot from Wilshere. That's not a bad effort at all.
I think it hit the post. It looked like it clipped the post.
Who's coming on? Coventry? Possibly.
Don't know, I missed it.
There's lots of Spooks fans in a chat, which I like. Top show, particularly Charlie. I didn't know he was a fellow Spooks fan. Here we go. Wilshere's going off. Good game from Jack Wilshere then. He's done really well. Really, really well. It would be churlish to concentrate on the 10.
I was hoping to see Coventry. I was hoping to see him. Remember when we did the pre-season, cup of tea, I was got asked who's the next youngster. You always say Holland. I switched to Coventry in the summer.
They're two very different places, Joe.
Yeah, but it says what youngster do you think will be the next one to come through?
Oh, it's a joke. They're both geographical locations.
1-0 me. Appearances in the first team this season. Holland 0, Coventry 1.
I don't think you can call this the first team.
If Holland played tonight, you would have been going on about Nathan
Holland. To be fair, I wouldn't, because I completely forgot about that. But you've shown your true colours. There, I've got to say.
It's good to see him on in all seriousness, though.
Yeah, it is. I'm delighted. Another one with yellow boots, though. Come on, Roberto, catch it, mate. It's the round thing.
That's good goalkeeping. It would have been easy to drop that. It would have been very easy. I've seen keepers drop that under less pressure, so to keep a hold of that was good. Well done. He's had a good game about him tonight. I'm not his biggest fan. I think he's looked piss in pre-season, but he's done all right tonight. He's had a couple of easy saves to make, and he's had one or two quick reaction ones to make, which he's done fine. His handling's been all right. Pass marks for me for Roberto, assuming he doesn't do anything wrong in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. He did make a really good reaction save, didn't he? Earlier on in the game as well. Connor Matthews, our Connor, has just said, "I feel bad for Sanchez. No one likes his tweets when he says, 'Come on, you irons.'" Is that true?
Is that true? Twitter?
No, we should all go on there and next time he does it, hundreds of us should all just go on there and perk him up a bit.
I think so.
I've got the box set, Charlie. I'm talking about Spooks now. I've got the box set. Funny enough, I'm not. Can I play it on the Xbox? Yeah, I think I can play DVDs on the Xbox.
Wait, what?
Can I play DVDs on an Xbox? I think I can. Yeah. The DVD player's gone. Does anyone have a DVD player anymore?
Yeah, they're sort of going out of fashion now, aren't they?
I
went to get one from Tesco the other week, and they didn't have it.
Oh! Is that a save?
No, post, goal kick. Piss off, ref. Stop these corners.
They've just had a free kick, which they floated up. The big fella, the number 5. That's a good save from Roberto. He's got the header on it. The keeper saved that very well. Very smart, one-handed save. He's done well there. He's done well.
And he pushes it round the post rather than back into the path of that Newport player. Where's Matt Minada? Does he fancy getting a yellow card for me? That's what I want. Those wild shots. Thank you. Look, currently as it stands, I'm a yellow card away from £200 here from Matt Minada. So can Matt Minada, the Millwall player and fan, please get a booking? He's never going to get booked. The referee's going 85 minutes without a yellow card. He's going to want to get through the other.
Yeah.
He's going to want to get through the rest of the game without a yellow card. So.
Can nobody talk about Peaky Blinders in the chat, please? I've not started the latest series yet. If you'd be so kind.
Yeah, Harry Pierce is saying the same. He's not seen Peaky Blinders. You don't want it spoiled.
Yeah. Please,
I've seen both episodes.
ladies and gents.
Do I know who dies?
I don't want to know anything.
Someone dies.
Right.
Oh, do they?
Edward Denham says, I want Adam Johnson to meet True Geordie.
We had to discuss him last night. If anyone hasn't heard it, we had to discuss the True Geordie last night. It's on the we did a Premier League reviews. If you skip the last 10 minutes, you'll.
Yeah, that's not on this channel for anybody that's tuned. We've got lots of people watching. We've got a second channel called the Forum channel. We do a Premier League chat and fantasy league show on that, and it drifted last night, didn't it, Geo? The conversation drifted out to True Geordie and other things.
We got asked a question, we had to answer it, and it was, what do you make of the True Geordie thing? So I went into fine detail. Don't like to shirk my responsibility. What are you giggling at now?
Because who always joins in my showbiz name. He said that was very educational. I'm not sure I wanted to find out what scatting meant though.
You learn something new every day. I'm here to teach.
Yes, yeah.
I could not shirk my responsibilities as a host, so when we get a question in, we must answer. So it was Ray, actually, who just promoted to moderator. It was Ray that asked the question as well.
He may regret that decision. He's a naughty boy, Ray. I don't know if you saw earlier, Ray's said, because he's invited us to Liverpool for the Liverpool game, he said he's got a trolley for you if you get there, because you obviously got drunk and took a ride in a trolley.
It's very thoughtful, actually. I might take him up on that offer. That was a sloppy pass from Snodgrass there. I know Sanchez committed the foul, but Snodgrass hit it across the face of the defence. It's like a Sunday League rule, isn't it? You never hit it across the face of your defence like that.
So, this has got a dissimilar free kick position to the last one, where...
I think he's going to cross this one, isn't he? Ginger's a way to cross this.
Ben Stokes is going to try and chip it in.
Well, I'm hoping the ball falls to Matt Minata and he punches someone.
That's what you want. But it doesn't result in a corner.
Yeah, I do not want to go out this for a corner, otherwise.
Oh, that wasn't a bad effort from...
That was a funny dive from Roberto. He dived, but he didn't. He landed on his feet. Look at his jump here. Look at his jump. It's a funny little jump, that. Finn says we can call True Geordie a plastic fan now.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I like humour like that. Well played, Finn. That's a solid 9. Do you know something, Finn? You're now on the short list for the moderator.
There's some. I tell you, we've got some funny people in the chat. We are. We got good people joining now.
Yeah, I like
our
it.
shows.
I like our little community.
Well, yeah, but they get it. They understand that we're not 100% serious all the time. So they're quite happy to drift from serious football debate to asking you what your favourite biscuit is.
It's still Hobnobs, just for the record.
Everyone knows. 313 people watching. They all know that you like Hobnobs best.
Coventry!
Coventry! Oh no! Thank goodness for that. Yeah. No.
You don't want that to happen. Anyone on the pitch, not him.
Yeah. I know.
Do you know something? I hope Zabaleta's ran up to him, put his arm around him or whatever, just had a quick word with him, because something like that can destroy someone's confidence a little bit. And this is where Martin Noble right now would be in that guy's face, saying to him, "Don't worry about it. Just get on with it. Make the next one work. You'll be fine."
Would you prefer Zabaleta when I had a word with him, or McNamara when I punched him?
A bit of both. Matt Minada goes in for the punch, gets the card, but then Zabaleta gets in to sort it all out, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think Zabaleta would get in and sort it all out if that was to happen. I've given up on my yellow card here. I don't think it's not going to happen. He did a foul in the first half, but since then, the ball's not been near him. We kept going behind the ginger one. We kept going in behind him. They've just given man of the match to Jack Wilshere. Do you agree with that?
Do I agree with it?
Yeah, do you agree with
it? Well, they're only out by one player. It was Felipe Anderson, but he was the next best, Wilshere. So it's not horrendous. They haven't given it to Issa Diop. It's not a horrendous decision.
Oh, he's had a good game. My two, he'd probably be my third choice. My other two would be Anderson and Carlos Sanchez. I think Sanchez had a really good game. I think he's made a couple of interceptions and he's had a couple of tackles that will go under the radar actually, and they're quite important. They've been at quite important times as well. Sanchez, he's impressed me tonight. His position has been good. He's always been available for the ball. He's always been looking to break down their attacks and stuff. He's done well tonight, Carlos. I've been happy.
Are we stopping this stream straight away and then going straight to the?
Yeah, we're going to do a review so people don't have to watch the live stream. So basically, if you want our conclusion and you want our overall thoughts, we'll be doing a review straight after. For people watching on playback, they can watch a 10-minute video rather than an hour and a half long video. That was Felipe Anderson, slight tackle with Matt Manada, and unfortunately Matt Manada did not get up and punch him.
Oh, Greg. Is that Milker? Is his name Greg Milker? He says Roberto man in the match.
He's done nothing wrong, but I don't think he's done enough. He's not been tested enough to earn it. When you compare what Fabianski does to get man of the match, Roberto's had it quite easy tonight. And again, it's nothing Roberto's done wrong. He's just not had to. It's just not been tested that much. But you did a big save in the first half. You can't underestimate that save he did from Amin, because that was at 0-0. They should really have been 1-0 up with that. That's Matt Minardi. He was about 2 inches away from a yellow card. Go on, take him out! Take him out!
Oh, he kicked him in the face. Did you see?
Take him out! Take him out. Not a pen, because then
Oh, that's a lovely ball from Anderson. Go on. That's it. Well done. Jesse, well done. Go on, son. Oh, Coventry's kicked the air. Bless him. Anderson's looking to float it in. He's going to play it across.
Shoot, Zaba.
Zabaleta. He's played it back out to Coventry. He's in possession of the ball. Back to the fornicator. Recycling. That's what they say. Recycling it. Sanchez. We keep getting deeper and deeper here. It's a Diop. That's a lovely turn from Snodgrass, who's played it back again. Come on, fellas. Just what we got. We got 20 more seconds. Have a shot.
See the game out. Just
have a shot. Don't see it out.
Get out to Matt Minara. Test him.
That's it. It's him. Insult him. It's Coventry again.
There's a few words you can call him to do with Millwall.
Okay, well, he's had plenty of touches now, Coventry. That's it. The referee has blown his final whistle. Well, he's not blown a final whistle. He's blown the same whistle he's had all game. He's blown his one and only whistle. It's over.
Anyway, we're ready to do our review now, which will be up in about 5 minutes. We'll be live in 5 minutes discussing the game in about a 10-minute video, give it our overall thoughts, etc. If you've enjoyed this watch along, drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here, and we will be back in 5-10 minutes. Catch you in a bit.